Morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians, and etc. I was talking to a friend a minute ago while this was being uploaded about gun restrictions. Now, it's a hot topic, and I'm on a roll, but I just want to wrap up by saying people say that it's just going to lead to more bans, to the point where everyone's going to be called sheeple. People that are sheep that follow to be slaughtered because they have no defense and they follow what the government says. These are the conspiracy theorists. Yes, they theorize that we're going to have our violent video games like first person shooters banned. Our action movies with Schwarzenegger banned because it promotes gun violence and gun violence is bad. It promotes other things. Well, I'm going to say it. If you do restrictions on magazines, that's fine. They're not saying you need to be your weapons banned for assault weapons. And by the way, if they did an assault weapons ban, let's break that down real quick. The assault weapons ban, the people with the assault weapons, registered or not, aren't going to turn them in. They're going to tell the government, the hell with you, F off, piss on you, piss off, etc. They're going to go and keep their 30 round clips. They're not going to go and get them modified for 10 rounds. They're going to say, F you up your sticker where the sun don't shine, blah, blah, blah. Law abiding citizens are the ones that are going to say, well, what's the point of having a 30 round AR 15 assault weapon or assault rifle? Now, for hunting, that's fine. You can have your 505 Gibbs or your 700 Nitrous Express for 100 grand for elephant. I don't care. Or rhino. I don't care. Bottom line is, some weapons don't need to be on the market, in my opinion. But since they are for sportsman shooters that want to do competition, that's fine. Just limit your magazines to 10 if this thing ever gets pushed through. Otherwise, don't worry. You got the Senate on one hand, Congress on the other, and Congress might not budge. Now, for these conspiracy theorists saying, oh, well, this is just going to lead to broader ranges of bans. We're going to have our knives taken, swords taken, this taken. Excuse me. Then they're going to go and ban booze because you can use it as a weapon by clunking someone in the head. Next, they're going to ban frying pans and tell you you're going to have to go eat out to registered places that serve or sell food because you can't use a frying pan because it can be used as a weapon. Then they're going to tell you you're going to be banned from smoking a pipe because it's bad for your health. Cigars, bad for your health. Cigarettes, bad for your health. Then what's next? They're going to ban certain clothing? I'm sorry. We're banning tights, nylons, thigh-high stockings because you can use it to strangle someone. We're sorry. We're banning garrotes. Oh, we're sorry. We're going to ban guitar string or harp string or this string or manila rope. Come on, you conspiracy theorists gotta realize it's impossible. Common sense says certain things have to be bought for certain purposes. For example, tights. You must wear tights if you're a girl or a transsexual to stay warm or to make you look nice for presentation or just, whatever. Bras. What? They're going to ban bras because it's restrictive and the women's boobs, come on. Common sense. Common sense laws have to be put into place. We can't be like Jello Biafra and say ban everything. No. All they're saying is we're restricting them, and people can still have them. Heck, 2013 is now here. People thought the end of the world was 12/21/12, but let me talk to you about that for a second. If you're really that worried about doing this or that, wake up, have some common sense, and think about it. When you go out and you're going to go purchase, say, a new gun in the future. By the way, I will be talking about gun purchases in the next video. But when you decide to do it, ask yourself, is it for competition shooting? Is it for home defense? Or is it for concealed carry? Or is it all of the three? Then you're going to realize that you only need a certain amount of ammo. Yeah. So for you conspiracy theorists saying, oh, well, they're going to do it. It's not against the Constitution to say you can't have 30 rounds. I mean, heck. It can and it can't. I mean, heck. Somewhere in here, I'm still trying to figure out the constitutional law that says that you guys get taxed for the healthcare bill. I'm still trying to look into that one, okay? So, with that said, before you do anything, wake up, smell what you're shoveling, act cool, calm, and collective. Police officer doesn't come on the street and say, "Oh, you look like a thug. Do you own a gun?" You can be cool, calm, and collective. Another thing is use common sense. If you live in a place for 30 years and you think thugs and goons are going to break in and you haven't had any trouble for 30 years, use caution. Use discretionary caution before you purchase a gun. Now, if you live in Thugville, then yeah, maybe you need one. But use your common sense for each purpose in each scenario so you don't have a problem. You need to look at the big picture here before you go out and buy something and say, "Oh, yes, I need it for this purpose." Do you go hunting? No. Then scratch off. You don't need a hunting rifle. Do you want it for home defense? Okay. Maybe a shotgun would be perfect. Buy, say, for $150 or so. Buy yourself a pump action. Not a bird gun with 26 or 28-inch barrel, but something like 18 to 20-inch pump action that go or a side-by-side or an under and over. Nothing that fires both shells at once, and nothing like the triple-barreled shotguns that I've seen, because those is overkill. That's the other thing. Utilize what you need for the purpose. Now, if you're a competition shooter, go for it. If you like clay pigeons, go for it. If you like target shooting, go for it. But the thing is nowadays, utilize it for the purpose. You don't need to go buy something that you don't really need. You got what I'm saying? So, with that said, think of it that way. Use common sense with your purchases and be very careful on how you word or say things in this day and age. And you might stay out of trouble, and when they do their criminal check, if you are a criminal, they're going to make it so you ain't getting a gun. This is what they're doing now. But if they want to make every one of Americans guilty, so you can't get a gun and say, "Oh yeah, President Obama is a great citizen, he gets one. But you, little Johnny that's 32, don't get one." Well, and then little Mari or Mario or whoever gets denied, it's because they put into place to block everyone. Guess what? That's when you get up and you can revolt against them if you wish. But right now, let's take some time. Let's wake up. Let's take some time. Let's gather some fresh air. And let's see how well this plays out. Don't go into a panic and say, "Yes, today on this forum, I'm buying 16 1911s with 30 round clips or a 20 Glock 17s with 33 round clips." Come on. No. Sit back, relax, take a deep breath, see how well this plays out. For all we know, doctors might not even ask the question. For all we know, mental health. I will be doing a video later today on mental health with my assistant, Aaron. He's got a few things to say about the gun rules, regulations. We both agree 21 out of 23 of the executive orders we approve of. The other two we don't approve of because they don't classify what is, in their opinion, a criminal. For all they know, all the poor criminals and the rich aren't. But, the rich, in a lot of people's opinion, are the criminals. Or vice versa. And what about these government agencies where government agencies has to work together? They're not saying it. Is it federal agencies or state agencies? No. So let's give it time. Let's see what comes up with. All right? Please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Thank you and have a nice day.